But yeah, it's kind of cool that PAX is still, live and kicking. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue.
Now that he was picking up a wider audience, any form of Minecraft content he uploaded received around 200,000 views within the first few weeks of their upload. Consequently, his subscribers reflected this change and achieved 500,000 subscribers by November of 2000. Consequently, his subscribers received around 200,000 views within the first few weeks of their upload. Consequently, his subscribers reflected this change and achieved 500,000 subscribers by November of 2012. This number once again doubling in January of 2013, allowing him to surpass the majority of Minecraft-related channels.
Hey guys, Sky here, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for 1 million subscribers. This is a breathtaking number that I never would have thought possible when I first started YouTube. And the only people
still
I have to
pretty
thank
cool, though.
are some friends and you guys, because without you, this wouldn't be possible.
Let's be honest. That's pretty cool. Like reaching that level, it really is. Anywho.
Him now receiving an average of 1 million views per video, with his top-performing videos in the tens of millions. Meaning he was invited to events such as Minecon 2013. Of course, with
Minecon, I'm
success,
assuming another convention, but for Minecraft.
Hidden stresses that wouldn't be expressed until much later. Like when he announced Don and him were no longer together, as behind the scenes they were suffering from the stress of success and what to do with this newfound massive influx of money,
content creators will do,
approaching them with unclear intentions due to this money. In the end, due to various reasons, some being heated arguments, Sky paid Dawn $25,000 and a car in exchange for Dawn to delete her social media so this breakup wouldn't hurt Sky's career. Though, after the dust had settled, they would remain on good terms. As for his fans, he would reveal little information and simply state that the breakup was mutual. But
I mean, I want to say that's kind of the best way to go about it. And I mean, again, in a lot of situations, in terms of content creators or public figures, I mean, it's the least, at least from what I've seen, in terms of other cases, it's best to have what little information that's made public. We have content creators like Onision and so on that have made a lot of their breakups, a lot of their issues very, very public to the masses, and overall, not only hurting themselves in terms of their reputation, but also hurting, the reputations and also I want to say the mental health of the individuals who are, dealing with the breakup as well. Especially if in the event that, let's say, that breakup involved hurt emotionally and physically. Anyway.
But like anything on the internet, if an issue is not addressed or intentions are not clear, many are left to speculate, and with speculation comes rumors.
Unfortunately,
some rumors iterated throughout several forums. But this situation was quickly forgotten, and his channel, stalwart in its growth, by August 8, 2013, had hit a milestone of 5 million subscribers.
Dang.
It should be noted that at this time, Sky had one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube. The insanity of his growth exemplified by him growing nearly as much as Machinima, which was the network he was signed to at the time.
Dude, that's
his schedule
crazy.
Now being jam-packed with streams, video creation, and conventions, where shortly after hitting 5 million subscribers, he would explore Europe and attend events like Oktoberfest. Shortly after these events, he would begin another move. This time to a location in LA, where he joined other members of Team Crafted to work on a new project, which was the soon-to-be-revealed Team Crafted YouTube channel. But not before Sky's Real Talk video. A video clip originally taken from his livestream where he delves into some darker aspects of his past and declares his gratefulness for his viewers and their support, something he's been trying to reciprocate.
My entire thing on YouTube was the reason I started Sky Does Minecraft in particular, was because I had just finished going through the worst depression of my entire life, and I wanted to help people, because when I was going through that, one of the only things that were keeping me through it, like keeping me through life, was I would actually pop onto YouTube and watch videos. When I don't post a video for the day, I don't worry about like, oh man, I just lost fucking money that day. No, I worry about the fact that maybe someone needed a fucking video that day, needed something to look at to cheer them up, and I wasn't there. And because I don't want anybody.
Dude, that's so genuine.
That I went through.
It just feels so genuine, dude.
Fucking depression alone. I know
nobody wants to deal with depression. That's the part that sucks.
That I post. But the reason I like to be so fucking happy in my videos is because I truly believe that if you fucking post a video where you're fucking happy, it will rub off.
Yeah, true.
His viewers, per usual, were as supportive as ever, many being surprised that he was adopted and reassuring him that the feeling of support is mutual. A good portion of support coming from his closest friends, like those who recently moved into the Team Crafted household and launched the Team Crafted YouTube channel, officiating a collaborative effort that, with the members' combined star power, shared the goal of dominating the platform through not only their individual channels, but also Team Crafted as a singular entity. Though this house was not exclusive to active members, and guests were a regular occurrence within the household. Most notable was the best friend of Minecraft Universe, Austin Post, whom a couple years later transitioned to the famous Post Malone, ending 2013 with what seemed to be another productive year. 2014 starting with an ironic
That's
situation
crazy.
when living in close proximity drove many members apart, and the enthusiasm many had to make Team Crafted successful was noticeably fading, leading to Sky, while busy in other projects, like being involved in one of Lady Gaga's music videos, announced his departure from Team Crafted on March 6, 2014, stating,
Wait, that's a legit thing? Him being a part of a Lady Gaga video? What the frick? Oh my god.
that he was not kicked, but left from his own free will and still remained on good terms with the members of Team Crafted. Again, due to him not providing a clear reason for his departure, many fans began to speculate as to what was the cause of this separation. Some later believing it was due to the possible commercialization of Team Crafted, and Sky's opposition to it. There was later a second attempt of this Minecraft team known as Vision Squad, but this vision faded faster than it appeared. Also, out of this separation with Team Crafted, a new relationship was formed when Sky contacted Elisa through Facebook, an old high school classmate that he used to have an interest in, and after she discussed the falling out that she had with her ex and the turmoil between them, Sky offered to fly Elisa out to LA to get away from it all, which she accepted and joined him at a party hosted at the Team Crafted household. But as the party started winding down and few guests remained, Adam and Elisa found it difficult to sleep within their own quarters and decided to stay up and keep each other company, all while sharing their life journey and rather emotional conversations. What was supposed to be a short weekend visit turned into about a month's stay because she had lost her ID at the airport and was unable to fly back home and return to her job. Her management, not convinced with her excuses and annoyed at her for her absence, fired her, which is when Sky offered her a temporary stay at the Team Crafted household. But eventually, through the use of a temporary ID, she was able to return home, where her and Adam texted consistently, then later began dating seriously, which is when she, although scarcely, appeared throughout Sky's channel, but played a significant role in his newest vlogging channel, Sky Does Things. And though he had expanded to other channels such as Sky vs. Gaming, his vlogging channel offered an entirely different form of content that allowed viewers to see him react to his environment outside of games. But just like his other gaming channel, and though he found success in his vlogs, the upload slowed down as he put more effort into consistently uploading 2 videos a day to his main channel. The reason for the erection of these channels was he was seeking diversification, as the popularity of Minecraft was slightly waning, and he wanted to shift towards a variety channel without a static theme.
Like, I know lately Minecraft has been kind of not as popular and not many people are watching it anymore. What would you guys like me to do? Would you guys like me to start doing general gaming on this channel as well?
So he polled his viewers, asking what they prefer, the majority answering that a mix of Minecraft and variety gaming was preferable. Some viewers taking note that Sky appeared less energetic and more somber than he once did, and worried as to what could be potentially troubling him. The answer, though never clear, alludes to a breakup with Elisa. When, in an now-deleted tweet, Sky vents about her cheating. Few news channels are prepared to cover the story, the largest being Drama Alert, run by Daniel King, or Keemstar. But before posting the story,
King himself.
Sky begged Keemstar not to run it. Keemstar convinced.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. You know, in the past, I've kind of given Keemstar shit with some of the drama he was in, but I'll be honest, it does seem like as time has progressed, he has like really mellowed out. Like between his beef with Ethan Klein, granted, he had to deal with a lot of shit. I mean, the Leafy is here thing, the fucking the stuff with one of his co-hosts. I'm like drawing a blank on his name right now. I should know it because I follow his streams every once in a while. But after I want to say after the podcast baited and his departure, again I'm drawing a blank what the guy's name was. But overall, Keemstar does seem he has in a sense mellowed out, but then again he does have family, so.
With Sky's forgiveness and general admiration of Elisa, agreed to keep quiet about the situation, leading to Sky and Elisa quickly getting back together with many fans unaware of what was going on behind the scenes. What these fans were exposed to was a change in content to a selection of games which pushed his content beyond Minecraft. Though these videos performed similarly to his Minecraft videos, by the end of 2014, he switched back to almost entirely Minecraft content with few update and experimental videos scattered in between. and in 2014 with 10.7 million subscribers and somewhat static Minecraft-related content. Though these videos were Minecraft-related, the focus was not entirely selling the game, but instead used the game as a vehicle to drive conversation and banter among his frequent collaborators.
Okay.
Never have I ever been run over.
Oh my god, actually, yeah.
Wow!
I have a really good story about this.
If someone backed their car over your foot, can it count?
Yeah, that sounds like a good
No, don't give him the point, 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 don't give him the point.
Collaborators that at most times ran a channel much smaller than his and often helped build the careers of many who approached him. A large aspect of this entertainment was seeing these melding personalities.
Oh gosh.
While most of his content stayed the same, much happened in his personal life as the start of 2015 came with some big changes. When sick or generally unavailable, Sky opted with uploading animations and update videos. His update videos uploaded with no audio besides music, where he used text to convey his messages. As seen in an update video on February 3rd, 2015, Sky announced to his YouTube channel that he had pneumonia and was unavailable to record due to it. But this update had an urgency to it that could not be delayed until he got better. Updates like his engagement to Alessa and that Alessa was 2 months pregnant. Along with this, an update to some offices that he was setting up in order to shift his brand to something more professional. This new company would be known as
cool.
Sky Media, a company that brings up other content creators that Sky was looking to build up and sell. A big motivator beyond his own personal wants was a safer way to secure a future for his developing family. Partially due to this, Sky had to take on a more professional and less genuine demeanor. Being that over the last couple of years, Minecraft and its player base and a large portion of his viewer base now consisted mostly of children and teens. This meant that he had to limit certain aspects of his eccentric personality. Vulgarity and curse words were scrapped from his Minecraft videos and instead found a home in his Sky vs. Gaming YouTube channel. Sky conflicted by not only his change in openness to his Minecraft content, but also the way the community had been changing as a whole, being that, as he claims, many new Minecraft content creators were stepping in simply for the money, and often put masks on to secure revenue rather than truly
I mean, like I said, I'll say, because I recently got into playing Minecraft again. As I mentioned before, in terms of content, there are certain games that I will just kind of poke at a little bit, just kind of hack away for a moment and then go on to the next game. I wish I could show it, but I got a laundry list of like different projects that I have planned. Because I have the list on my laptop right now, but overall, there is a lot that I have on my still on the back burner, in terms of what I'm recording, what I'm playing, what I'm reacting to, this and that, and so on.
Express their personalities online, but this child-friendly content was a formula that worked, demonstrated by his company's startup and its frequent posting of videos, as it saw a large surge of views, reinvigorating his channel well into 2016. But still, his uncertainty of how he wanted to treat his main channel seeped in the form of update videos.
Okay.
One on July 31st, 2016, stating that he was going back to uncensored content.
But the first things first, I'm going to start swearing again in my commentaries and in my videos. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing. I don't know if it's going to be something that I do forever. But I've noticed that it's kind of hard to really be myself in my recordings, because I've always just kind of said whatever's on my mind. I've always just kind of let myself go. And I've noticed that with my commentaries recently, that it's been really, really hard to do that, because I'm constantly thinking of censoring myself. I'm always constantly thinking of what word I can replace another word with so that it doesn't...
I want to say, because, I mean, this is kind of apparent net with right now, where YouTube itself was a platform where you basically could just allow yourself to be creative. And unfortunately, there has been a continuous trend where YouTube and the people running YouTube have done their best to try to censor people in terms of what they say and what they do with their content. Now, granted, I mean, in terms of service, there are certain things that you clearly should not be doing. And it kind of questions, why they allowed certain things to begin with. But overall, there are certain things that, at this point, I mean, in terms of cursing, you should be allowed to curse. If you're playing a particular game, then you know what, you should be allowed to play it. Again, as long as it's within the terms of service. In terms of, like, people, if it says in the terms of service that you can't be acting sexual or be basically, selling your body for money, then Yeah, no, that shouldn't be allowed. It should be banned. Flat out. Now, one thing I do want to bring up is the fact that, you know, and again, topical, considering the fact that right now we have parents that are trying to censor content creators, that censor games or basically harass, you know, Visa and MasterCard companies for, you know, what people purchase. One, people should be allowed to buy whatever they want to buy. It doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. Like, there are certain things that I know I'm not going to buy, but the other person is, and I'm not going to, you know, force that on them. If they want to spend their money, you know, if they want to spend $50 to, you know, $500 on some woman shaking her ass, you know, then you know what? Fuck it. They're allowed to do that. That's their money. I can't, you know, force them to do it. Neither should, and this is being unethical considering that, you know, it's a company where it runs your money. Visa and MasterCard shouldn't be doing that. I know we're getting into this. I know I've gone on this random tangent, but it's like, it's topical to some extent. And I will end it. I will end it by saying one last thing, so we can get back to the video. And it's this: is that if you're a parent and you know, you absolutely fucking know what your kids should not be watching, but you don't police what they do on the internet, then it's not on the people on the internet creating the content that should be held accountable. It should be you guys, the parents, who are not doing your fucking jobs as parents. But anyway, that is my little mini rant. Sorry, not sorry.
So that I don't swear, and I've just noticed that it's really hard to be myself on this channel.
A video just 17 days later explained that due to a fair portion of his viewers being children, was aware that he was a former role model and did not want to normalize the use of curse words, also citing how the Minecraft community had changed.
The Minecraft community 4 or 5 years ago wasn't like this before. Like, it was never designed to be a specifically age range game. And I guess I've been kind of holding on to that for longer than I care to admit. But with that being said, like, if you guys want to see a lot of my uncensored content, you can head down in the description, head over to Sky vs. Gaming. That's no holds barred. I just do whatever I want because the games are not a specific age range game. So, with that being said as well, I want to go ahead and say that this isn't going to censor me creatively. Like, as a father now, like, I'm consciously making this effort to do this nowadays anyway, but for me, YouTube was always just my outlet to just kind of go ham and do whatever I felt like and just say whatever I felt like, and you know, I would just do that. But a couple days ago, I went to a meetup in Duvall, Washington, which is literally 20 minutes away from my house. When I got there, I felt bad because there was so many youngsters there. There were so many little kids there whom were so excited to see me and were just like, they looked at me like a role model. And after I left the convention, it just kind of gave me like a bitter taste in my mouth, because don't get me wrong, I love going ham and I love saying, like, I love Uncensored Bacon Man, like, which I'll probably put Uncensored Bacon Man on Sky vs. Gaming, but like, I just felt bad, you know, and it's nobody's fault in particular, because it was definitely not them either. Like, it's not like they went like, well, you swear, like, it's not like they said that or anything. It's just like, me as a father, if that was my kid, like, I would be mad.
Going back on this decision to not be entirely himself,
but that kind of goes back to the parent shit now.
Of his growing depression. From here, things got much worse.
Not
only on his main YouTube channel, where there was a noticeable drop in views, but also, and most importantly, in his personal life. When he announced to his viewers on September 30th, 2016, that the reason he had been present on his channel was because he was in a mental hospital.
It's kind of a tough thing for me to talk about, because in doing so, I kind of am like putting myself out there to heavy criticism on a topic that I'm very self-conscious about and I'm very anxious about. But I guess the best way to just do it is to just say it. But I've been in a mental hospital for the past week for clinical depression and bulimia, which is an eating disorder. It's kind of a tough thing for me to sort of talk about without being like really nervous and anxious like I am right now. I noticed personally, and I noticed that you guys noticed, that the past couple months or so I've looked in my videos very tired, very exhausted, and it's because of this. Now, I'm not going to go into a huge, like, well, let me just inform you on what bulimia is and everything, because I mean you can look that up yourself, but it's primarily an eating disorder where, for me, for example, I can't really eat food without getting very anxious and panicky, and it's weird. Like I can't do it without feeling like really anxious and nauseous and feeling like I need to throw up. But I've been hiding this for like the past 3 years or so. I finally like came clean with my parents and my managers and the people who work with me, and we sent me off to a hospital for a while to go get help.
Dude, that's... I mean, dude, stuff like bulimia and everything, that's no joke. That is literally no joke. I want to say it's a situation where, like, just like anorexia, it's the point where you don't love yourself and you're doing everything in your power, what you can do, to basically kind of try to create a perfect version of yourself, even though, you know, what you're doing, I mean, in terms of, you know, us, there's no such thing as perfection. And people doing just horrible things to themselves just to get to that point. It's really sad. But good lord. I can't believe I didn't see this video before. That's crazy. And it's freaking sad. Like, really, really freaking sad, man.
To add to the list of stressors, some of the people Sky had collaborated with were involved in their own serious scandals.
Oh gosh,
giving a
him.
bad name to Minecraft content creators.
Oh gosh, what's
This
his name?
was
I forget.
something he was disturbed by, but would at times joke about.
Can you explain in detail how to be a Minecraft YouTuber and not be a pedophile?
Oh shit.
I mean, I don't think
That was, I want to say, that's like, I was like the biggest drama. Or at least the biggest, like, I want to say, the most reoccurring theme in terms of, like, Minecraft gamer drama was some of them were being classified as pedos. Or pedo bears, as I like to call them. It's just, yeah, not great. Not a good situation. Especially if you have that loitering over your head.
they have anything to do with each other, honestly.
Apparently so, if that kept being brought up.
Freaking weirdo, yeah? He nailed it there.
This video, like many others, was recorded at the Sky Media offices, where he worked from 8 AM to 7 PM or 10 PM, Monday through Friday, helping create 9 videos for multiple channels, working with 14 employees that later would reach a maximum of 23 employees. With all this going on, his sub counts began dropping as opposed to rising. Something he would do to cope with his busy life was make music that would not reach the public. This stress amplified with another breakup with Elisa, that at the start of 2017 announced to his main channel.
I know that it's no secret anymore that me and Elisa have separated, and, you know, along with that,
That's
we have
sad.
kids, so there's a lot of things happening on the personal end of the spectrum that makes things a little bit difficult and, you know, makes things a lot harder for me. I just wanted to say, like, I appreciate the fact that you've all been able to stick around with me during my lows.
But their interactions off YouTube were much less cordial, as they were seen frequently going back and forth on Twitter, Sky suggesting that Elisa was guilty of one or more immoral actions that many were unaware of.
Oh god.
Later doubling down by alluding to her manipulation.
And this is where, okay. So I get when you're hurt. So I spent years being called a fucking monster, manipulated, cheated on. No shit, she doesn't want it public. I believe it till I was a shell. You know, I'm gonna say that, like, as I said before, I mean, in terms of, like, stuff being public, I mean, a lot of times it's best to try to keep that private, but at the same time, like, I think ultimately, I mean, going further, even in the event that you do share private stuff that's going on, it ends up being a double-edged sword. Like, at the very least, especially if you're a public figure, where, you're updating your audience who basically, on a situation involving an individual that you've been associated with, and is on it basically has their face has been seen in videos to, you know, ultimately kind of give them an idea of what's going on. Or in a sense, some people who are not fans of you will look at this and, you know, make assumptions and create rumors.
Gaslighting and cheating on him. But he avoided going into detail intentionally in order to keep the potential of her as a partner.
Dude.
Lisa ending the conversation and dismissing his accusations by claiming that Sky was in a manic state. As Sky, 4 weeks prior to this argument, announced to his viewers he was taking a 6-week hiatus where he planned to upload minimally in order to get help for his depression.
Okay.
Even with these sour interactions, both online and offline, Sky and Elisa were back together by March of 2017.
Why?
As she continued his presence on his channel. It's also estimated by around this time, he was offered an 8-figure deal to sell his company and channels, but would be contracted to continue making Minecraft-related content for 3 or more years. This may have been a deal that he would have accepted if things didn't fall apart. On June 17th, Sky tweeted in reference to Elisa, "I wish I never met you, and I wish everyone knew what a horrible person you are behind your mask you fucking enjoy wearing so much." Kicking off a long series
Jesus
of tweets that
Christ.
unearthed the tragedy of his and Elisa's relationship. As all throughout the relationship, even after breaking up the first time due to cheating, Elisa continued to cheat periodically, not just with strangers, but with an estimated 7 mutual friends, both on and off YouTube.
Dude, that's fucked up.
This was made infinitely worse due to him having a public relationship, as observers made it a talking point and a constant reminder to both parties and what situation they were in. Truly, one of the more unfavorable aspects of fame. This scandal was detrimental to the life of Sky Does Minecraft, explained when interviewed by Keemstar several days later. It became more than apparent that Sky had no interest in continuing to make Minecraft or other forms of gaming content because of how the community had changed and his family falling apart.
Like, I would always say fucked up shit. And when the Minecraft community kind of took that turn where it's like this unspoken rule, like everybody need to be all kid-friendly and fucking basically be fake pieces of shit, I eventually just kind of got bored.
Right.
I eventually felt creatively, you know...
He lost his spark.
Bored. And I don't ever want to sit here and make content that makes me feel like myself, like I'm a fake piece of shit. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna say this, and I want to say, I get this. I feel like this is kind of relatable. I want to say in the past there has been a situation where I've had people in my life attempt to tell me how I should be. Like some of the things that I like, I can't talk about, or I have to only talk about certain things. With certain individuals trying to tell me, you know, or at least, and I would probably guess with some people would probably understand this too, where you have people that are literally basically kind of shutting you down and telling you, you know, you can't be a certain way, hiding who you are is just, it's wrong. It really is. I've had that situation happen before, especially with, I want to say with people that I personally had tried so hard to, you know, make happy. And time again, I mean, granted, I'll say this, not going into too much detail, but there's so many times where it's like, you know, I'm a certain way. There's certain goals, there's certain aspirations that I try to attempt, and at times, you know, hanging out with, you know, certain people, but to have people tell me, you know, who I can interact, how to interact with them, you know, and I'm not mean like being open polite, like no, just like with certain people, like I enjoy talking about movies and video games. And I had people telling me, "Oh, you can't talk about movies and video games." It's like, what the fuck? Trying to change me from what I am. It makes no sense. Or basically, not even talk about some of the things that I absolutely enjoy. So, I get it. And then you have people again that try to censor you, you know, your creativity. It's not right. It really isn't. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's because, I mean, in the past, again, YouTube has had this basically advertised themselves that people who submit videos were allowed to basically express themselves, to broadcast themselves, to be their own people. But there were certain things that, I mean, at this point, where you have individuals that, or at least the people that run it, that basically try to censor and control how you behave, which isn't great. It I mean, I want to say to some extent, as long, I mean, ultimately, it just feels like, to some extent, with him overreaching at times. Like, again, I understand that there's the terms of service, but overall, with them overreaching sometimes, it does feel like they are trying to hamper creativity of some of the people that post content on their platform. And as years have gone by, they've tried to make YouTube almost family friendly, which is a utter ridiculous notion. And as I said, I said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're worried, if you're a parent and you're worried about your kid watching a video and the person is cursing, it's not the creator's fault for the content or what they say. It's honestly, it should be the responsibility of the parent to basically monitor what their kids consume online. Plain and simple. If your kids are getting exposed to that kind of content, it's not the creator's fault. It's yours.
Eventually, like, and it shows in my content in my channel recently. You can just see that I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care. And I feel like for the past couple years, I've just been kind of lost at what I want to do and what I need to do. And I guess,
well,
like,
you must feel trapped, right? Because you don't want to be a child entertainer, but Minecraft YouTubers are seen as child entertainers. Your name is literally Sky Does Minecraft. I mean, you must feel just trapped.
I don't want to fuck do Minecraft, team. What the fuck?
Okay,
I don't want to do Minecraft.
How about this? Okay, you don't want to do Minecraft, fine, all right? But why don't you turn your Minecraft channel, Sky Does Minecraft, into a community channel and give smaller channels an opportunity to upload there so they can get exposure, and then your channel's not just dead or gone forever. I mean, you spent years building that guy.
That's actually
thing. You got a fucking diamond.
That's actually a good point. He could, like, did he not? I'm guessing he didn't do that. I mean, as I was checking earlier, apparently it's been 4 years since the last video, right?
Got a Minecraft fucking or a YouTube diamond, right?
That'd be so cool to get.
You can't just give that shit away.
That is actually a really good idea. That would be actually super dope, because like I like the fact that there's been so many people who have been supporting me throughout this entire thing, and if they could have a chance to get their name out there, I should kind of do what like old Machinima did, and like give them a percentage of the money that the video makes too.
Sky, in line by this idea, announced his departure from Sky Does Minecraft on July 6, 2017.
That being said, my YouTube career is not over. We're not done. In fact, if anything, the journey has just started. I've made a new channel where I'm completely unkid friendly. I'm going to be dropping music on there because music has been my new passion for quite a bit of time now. You guys can head over to the channel in the description, youtube.com/netnobody, if you guys want to see what I'm going to be doing next. I want to give you guys a chance to shine, which is why I'm deciding that I'm going to...
Is he still posting? Just out of curiosity, I know I'm probably getting an answer, but nobody. Is he still posting content? Nobody Vault. I'm assuming this is it. Okay. So that's not it. There we go. Nobody. Okay. That's not it either, I don't think. Good lord. Okay.
Channel into a community-based channel. So basically, like, you can submit one of your videos, and we'll give you a percentage of whatever the video makes, and then we'll just upload it to the channel, and then that way you get publicity, and you get a little bit of steady money, you feel me?
Net Nobody, formerly his vlog channel Sky Does Sings, was used as his hub for music-related content. As for his main channel, instead of it becoming a community hub like he planned, it was instead abandoned as he was unable to find a host to manage the would-be uploaded videos, and in true charitable fashion, he gave away much of the office assets, including some of the YouTube channels Sky Media was developing, to his employees. A few days later would come the first of many emotional videos. This one in particular is where he defended himself against Alisa's various accusations, going as far as to give his address to demonstrate he doesn't have an arrest record.
Oh boy.
Just go ahead and look up my much it. Go ahead and look at my address, different addresses that I've lived at. If you want to associate any of my my name with any of my old addresses, here's the address I'm at now. Come visit me if you want. 6210. Look that up. See if you can find any kind of arrest records with my name. 2850, my name, and then Elisa's name. See which arrest record you find. Because that was the house that me and Elisa stayed at. So let me just see. Tell me which name you find on the arrest record for that one. Because you might find her.
Oh, you might find
going on
her?
to other
Oh,
things.
jeez.
The claims that I don't spend enough time with my son, I agree fully, 100%. I 100% agree. I think that in that area, I'm definitely lacking as a father. I wish I could do more. However, it's hard to see my son if he's in different areas of the state where I don't know where the fuck he is all the time. That's a little difficult to see my son, because I can't just go over and take him, because that's illegal.
True.
Move on with your life, Elisa. I'll move on with my life. You don't mean shit anymore to me. It was one of those things where, you know, for a good bit there, I was hurt. I was destroyed. My entire, you know, everything that I felt like I was working for every single day, where I would work this 9-to-5 job where you would stay home and just be fucking stoned as balls all day.
Fuck.
You know,
oh my gosh.
I felt like I had just wasted my time. I felt like I
He's
just
just
wasted
letting
3
it
years of
out.
my life, struggling.
In this.
Basically burning myself out to the point where there was no fire left in me. And I'm not going to sit here and even feel the need to play your stupid games anymore.
Oh,
These
Lord.
statements important for many reasons, but the most important for him was to clear his name for the custody battle of his son that he was beginning with Elisa. As his son, since their separation was solely in her custody due to him not having an established parenting plan. Also mean that
Jeez.
there was not established child support. Her twisting the situation to Sky doesn't want to
Dude,
pay child
that's so
support,
screwed up.
which on multiple occasions he mentioned that he was more than willing and seen constantly shutting this idea down. A helpful distraction from all of this was his music, that was starting a pattern of uploads from bi-weekly to monthly, that on average received positive support at around 500,000 views each. His music based on varying topics, usually relating to his emotions and life. Though there was a new contender, diss tracks. When in August, in a now deleted tweet, Sky tweeted at popular YouTube content creator, KSI, and called him a hypocrite for leaving YouTube due to drama and then returning to do the exact same thing he denounced.
Oh,
KSI
God.
responding by saying, "Don't be salty now. Maybe if you stopped trying to be a wannabe Post Malone and went back to playing with blocks, you'd be happy again." After a series of back and forth tweets, Sky announced his diss track directed towards KSI, then created and released it within just 6 days' time. As Sky has stated many times before, his diss track was merely a meme, as to say that
Oh,
though
man.
he did have few criticisms of KSI, the majority of the video was a joke in itself and was not serious.
What
in
is
nature.
going on
Even
here?
With this considered, KSI, as he had done many times before,
Did he have,
with
like,
other
the
content
freaking,
creators,
like,
reacted to
old,
Sky's
like,
diss track and began working on his own.
the freaking,
Simultaneously, Sky was prepping
smoke
a second diss
pipes?
track in response
That's funny.
to KSI. This made it slightly complicated due to a premature form of Sky's diss track being leaked, but
Oh,
this
no.
gave him a bit of an edge, as KSI predictably listened to the incomplete diss track, then as reaction reached out to Elisa for information, and to play a larger role in his diss track. It should be noted that Sky had publicly asked for a truce with Elisa, but was ignored. So just as Sky had anticipated, Elisa left for 4 days, leaving their son in the custody of Sky for a single day out of the 4. To add salt to the wound, his son did not even recognize him when he was introduced after months of being
Oh,
apart.
that
Meanwhile,
sucks.
KSI released his video, containing slanderous information provided by Elisa. Sky uploading his own video just moments after, exposing his trap of how his hopes of how Elisa's uncalculated actions and slander may paint her poorly for the custody battle of her son. Sky later going into detail on the situation in these emotionally charged interviews from Keemstar the following day.
I'm not gonna let this shit continue to fucking happen. Like, I don't know what the fuck her problem is. I don't know why the fuck she hates me so much. I did so much for her. I paid her through beauty school. I just wanted her to succeed in life, even when she was at her lowest. Before she met me, she was like fucking underweight. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing with her life, and all I wanted for her was to find her goddamn purpose. Like, I just don't get it. I just want I want to see my son. I want the rumors to stop. I want the fucking bullshit to stop. And not even in KSI's track. I don't care. That shit was fire, man. Like, that was good. Good job. That was dope. You killed it. The bars were crazy. But at the end of the day, man, I'm not upset at you. I'm upset at her for continuing to ruin my life when I haven't done anything to her. I have nothing to lose because the only thing that I want is my son. I give up my channel. I give up everything. I give up my income. I don't care about it anymore. I just want my son. I just want my son. I want to see my son. He didn't recognize me. He didn't fucking recognize me when I visited him.
That's fucked up.
In the end, even with all he did to win the custody battle, the result of it was that he gained custody of his son just 6 days per month. But where he found difficulty in his personal life, he found success in his newfound online presence, his 2 new music videos hitting well over 1 million views only a few weeks after their upload. The significance of this was that when any creator, may it be large or small, transitions in content, there's always that worry that their viewer base will not accept their new form. So to be able to achieve interest from old viewers and new viewers alike must have been inspiring to him. It could have been from this newfound inspiration that led him to alter his main channel, first by changing the name to Sky Did Minecraft, then announcing its deletion and an archival video starting January 1st, 2018. But when the date came, instead of deleting his channel, it was simply renamed to Aden, and all but his announcement videos were set to private. Fans, both saddened and furious at this decision, reached out to him through Twitter wanting him to change his mind or revert his decision, and it could have been through their constant persistence that the channel was not deleted, and by the end of January, the majority of the videos he had set to private were restored. From here, he kept on making and uploading music videos. The problem was that as the year progressed, video after video, his view counts were dropping drastically, to around 200,000 per video in August of 2018 versus the 4.5 million he was receiving last year. Also in August, he uploaded an update video to the Skydoes Minecraft channel explaining that he was in a better position now that he had taken steps away from the drama of YouTube and found new friends to support him.
I've uploaded like a couple memes for a while, but you know, nothing substantial, nothing like, hey, let me let you back into my life type, you know, because I kind of just didn't really want to let anyone back in. Like, things had gotten pretty crazy for a while. I had to deal with a lot of false allegations that actually cost me brand deals. I had to deal with people that I had once loved attack me. I had to deal with friends turning on me. It was just kind of crazy, you know. And it's just sort of weird what like money and fame and all this sort of did to me and did to other people around me, to the point where I sort of like, I almost like isolated quite a bit. And I met a couple new friends along the way whom I live with now, but I just never really felt comfortable enough in my life to let people back in, you know? And for that I want to apologize, because I feel like I just left a community, like my community, in the dust with nowhere to go. I mean, yes, if you like music, you could watch my music videos on Nobody, but for the most part, for the gaming audience, I kind of just left them.
He also announced that he was dabbling with gaming content again, and along with promotions of some friends, introduced his girlfriend, who he's been dating for around a year at the time, and also promoted her vlogging channel. Though, as the title claims, this was in fact not Sky's last message, as he had done many times prior had gone back on his decisions to abandon the Skydoes Minecraft channel, and instead uploaded a collection of his music, and to viewers' surprise, 2 gameplay videos of Fortnite. With this came another announcement, where he stated that he was getting back into variety content, including Minecraft, now that he felt that he was in a much less corporate position.
That's good.
Reciting how Sky Media, in exchange for financial safety and prosperity, came the price of conformity and depression. The majority of his fans ecstatic at his return to form. Around this time, Sky changed the name of his channel once more, this time permanently to Sky Does Everything. And so began his regular uploads of gaming and vlogging content. That was until March 5th, 2019, when he announced a hiatus to get help for his mental troubles. Viewers on his YouTube channel received a stream of pre-recorded videos, while viewers on his other social media platforms saw a different side of him.
I'm safe. I feel like I should reiterate that. I'm safe. I'm just venting. I'm just venting. I always would put up a mask, and I would always hide my mental illnesses, because I was so afraid of what people would think of me. If they actually knew that I had like multiple personality disorder, or if I told them that I was schizophrenic, that I hear voices, that the squid character is literally like, when we would film it, Deadlocks was so nice to me when we would film it, because I would just sit here and I would go, shut up, and then afterwards I would dub it in to make myself feel more normal.
Dude.
And he was so nice, because he would play along with me, but I've always had friends who've carried me. But now I don't have money, and now no one wants to be my friend. And it seems like I've given away all my money, and no one wants to be my friend anymore. I used to have $8 million. Gave it all away. All the different people, different things. I bought 6 cars, 7 cars for people.
Jeez.
But you know what's funny? I'm actually happy. I'm like happy that I have nothing. Because I feel like no one can take advantage of me now. No one can pretend to be my friend anymore just for shit. Now I'm finally free. I'm finally free from fake people. I'm finally free from heartbreak.
Dude.
I don't have to feel anymore.
These breakdowns, as some call it, were more like infrequent venting sessions that were usually hidden from his mainstream audience. They were also key to gaining a deeper understanding of Adam, and an understanding to the treacherous parts of fame and money. As someone taking a shallow glance or perspective might view the false guy does Minecraft as a failure, and focus solely on the fact that his channel went from a consistent 2 million views per video to only around 22,000 to 150,000. But the reality of this is what he explained. While yes, the downfall of Sky is real, but through it, Adam has gained a stronger bond with his core audience and forego the stress of those looking to take advantage of his charitableness. As troubled as he may be, his continuous online career has helped many where others would not, and found a group willing to do the same for him, leaving behind a warning to those seeking wealth or fame from online entertainment, and a reminder that superficial, unsatisfactory success is entrapment.
Yeah.
A reminder that success is what you make of it, and most importantly, the sky is the limit.
Don't be afraid to be who you are. Because just because the world doesn't want you to be the way that you are when you feel that you are the way that you are, don't ever feel like you can't do that. The thing that you want to be, that makes you who you are. Or, you feel me? No, shut up. Listen. You can be who you want to be. Just believe in yourself.
That's a good message. Good Lord, this was a banger. This was amazing. Again, I feel like I've heard of the name Sky Does Minecraft. I didn't know the full story. And by the way, as we were watching this video, I was going through some of the channels mentioned, and yeah, between 4 or 5 years, he hasn't done anything. So it's sad. You know, again, you have people that are so passionate about what they do, and then eventually fame or relationships kind of, you know, cause things to start to fall apart. Not to say that relationships are bad. No. I mean, I got my wife, I got my friends, but overall, I mean, fame when you become famous, ultimately, you have to be very close or very careful in terms of like, I think ultimately just making sure you don't go against who you are, which unfortunately it happens a lot with certain creators, which is again very sad. So anyway, I think for now I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, it's all in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. I'm going to Karen. I'll see you guys next video.